This is the state of my studio currently. Let me move my chair. But yeah, this is the state of my studio currently. I just finished up the very last of like normal packages. Now I just have sticker mail left and then a few orders where people had messed up their addresses. But this is the state of my studio right now. I don't even know if you can see all of the mess, but I hope you can. I never show my studio like this, and honestly, it's because usually if my studio is in this state, I am not even in a space where I have enough energy to film. So yeah, this is what we're working with right now. I have my in-progress paintings for school, and like I said, I just wrapped up packing and like the mess that becomes my product shelves and stuff, but I'm happy that I got through these. I have gotten, I think at this point, almost 300 orders, which I am so grateful for. I haven't gotten that many orders after a shop update in a very long time, so I'm really grateful to everyone that placed an order, and it just means that I've taken a lot longer to get through orders, but I'm gonna drop these off today, and then it is my last week of the semester where I have to go into class, so today I only have my last class, which is my painting class. I don't have my other two classes, so not too much school time today, and then later in the week I have 2 final exams, which I'm kind of nervous about, but I think we got it. So these prints had something called roller marks on them, and roller marks are essentially when your ink is still pretty wet and you still put it back through the riso. It's very normal, and because I did this 3-color print back to back, like I didn't give it any time to dry, there was quite a few roller marks, and there's even some on the top of the baby's head that I just won't be able to get off, but it's fine because you can erase whatever's around blank paper with an eraser, and these turned out really good. These were just like practice for me to practice aligning color and stuff, and they actually turned out almost perfectly. So I did a poll on Instagram to see if people would want to buy these, and they said yes, so I'll have these ready for the next shop update most likely because I have 30 of them. The stormy weather has finally passed a little bit. It's been really nasty and rainy all week, but we got some sunlight, at least a little bit, and now that I have essentially wrapped up shop update orders, I am going to laminate some of my Patreon stickers because I haven't done any laminating. This has been a very packed month for me because of finals and stuff. So I'm going to sit here and laminate a few of these. I think I'm going to start with the die cut stickers, but these are the Patreon awards for this month. So I have this individual sticker, and then I have the sticker sheet as well, and then the print is somewhere over here. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get some laminating done for these guys.
Mas você só continua com essa enrolação. Eu já cansei de te chamar pra tu sair de casa, mas você só continua com essa enrolação. Eu já limpei e arrumei o que você pediu, enquanto você tinha o almoço para cozinhar. E mesmo assim, depois de tudo, você não saiu. E vem tá aqui agora, vai preparar o jantar. Eu já cansei de te chamar pra tu sair de casa, você continua com essa enrolação. Eu já chamei, já vazei, e você continua sempre enrolando. Eu já cansei de te chamar, já cansei de te chamar, tu sai de casa, mas você continua com essa enrolação. Já cansei de te chamar pra tu sair de casa, mas você só continua com essa enrolação. Continua com essa enrolação. Já cansei de te chamar, mas você só continua com essa enrolação.
So I had recorded this entire segment of me talking about my last 2 paintings of the semester, and my mic was not working properly. I don't know why, but it wasn't. And so that is why I'm doing a voiceover instead of you guys listening to what I was saying in this moment. But yes, I am working on the last 2 paintings of the semester, and the last one is kind of silly. It's like this collage, this fish collage with like this fisheye lens picture of my partner, and I just wanted to have fun with it. I wanted to do something that felt very me, and my professor was definitely behind it, so I got ahead on it because they are due very, very soon. And then the other piece that you guys saw was a pixelated Kewpie collage. I'll show you guys the reference photo. Yeah, it's just like we've been having to do more abstracted paintings, and abstract is, in my opinion, actually much more difficult than like realism, because you are essentially altering reality to whatever extent that you want in order to create a piece, and that is very difficult for me. So these 2 are like sort of my version of more abstracted paintings. Hi, I'm beefing with my mics right now because you would think that I know how to fully work my camera and stuff, but there's things that I don't know. So I'm beefing with my mics right now, so I'm using my phone. But this also means that it's time for a little chat, a little catch up, a little me and you time. We know, as per this video at least, I am graduating university in 2 weeks, basically. I just had my last day of classes yesterday. Long story short, for those of you that don't know my education story, I went to community college for 2 years and I got my associates in fine arts pretty quickly. I finished it in 2 years, or like 2.5 years. And then the pandemic hit, and that was the year that I was meant to transition to university, and that's also the year that I started running this business full-time, and just a lot of change happened, and I ended up being a part-time student at university to get my bachelor's degree, and essentially that extended my time at university several years. Something that people usually takes them like 2 to 3 years to finish off their bachelor's degree. It took me about 4, almost 5, because I was doing part-time. So as of this semester, I have officially finished all of my credits to get my bachelor's degree. And again, like I said, it feels very surreal. I will be the first person in my immediate family to be educated on a secondary level, like at a university. So that's pretty cool, especially as an immigrant. It feels like a big accomplishment, but also sort of the thing that has come up for me a lot is I've been like processing, these last few years that I've been in school and doing this full time. And for a long time, especially like at the beginning, like when I was like 21 or 22, I didn't want to accept that I was essentially splitting my time between all areas of life, but especially between like school and work. And because I didn't want to accept that, it led to honestly me constantly burning myself out and also constantly wanting to start projects and having like all of these ideas but not being able to execute them, or like starting them and then not being able to finish them. So I think that affected my confidence as an artist a lot over the last few years. And as I've matured, I'm 25 now, and like I said, I've reached the end of my school career, and over the last year or two I did finally accept that, and I decided to just like take a step back from my work a little bit and just be like, you know what, I just got to finish school and then I can go all out and I can focus a lot more on my work, on the stuff that I make, and show you guys, because that's what I really love to do. And I'm really excited. Like, for example, I never get to participate in any Drawtobers. Like, I always want to do Peachtober by Furry Little Peach. But again, I never get to do them because usually every October is like midterm season of a fall semester. So there's just so many things that I'm really excited for that I would always watch other artists do, but I just didn't get to fully do, or at least do it in a way that I wanted to do it. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. That's kind of where I'm feeling. And there's just like a lot of change going on for me currently. Like, I got this riso digital duplicator, which again, a video will be coming about it. I've had it for almost a month now. And I'm also going to be moving at the end of May. And like, there's just a lot of change going on, but I'm excited and I'm ready to like shift some of my goals, especially in terms of career. It's one of my best friend's birthdays tomorrow, so I drew her this for her birthday, and I got this square frame, so now I'm gonna set it up to gift to her. And I think this paper that came with it is actually the perfect like little mat to have behind it. So now we have a sort of something that looks like a mat behind it. And then so cute. I have to move it a little bit, but it looks really, really cute. So before we close out today's video, I wanted to talk about our sponsor, which is of course Squarespace. If you don't know what Squarespace is, it is an all-in-one platform where you can create your very own website, and it is the platform that I have always used to run my website, my online art business, and my portfolio. They have some really cool tools that help me out with that. Like, I love that you can have everything that you need to run an online web store all in one place with Squarespace. Squarespace Payments allows you to take direct payment on your website. There's also other payment options too. Squarespace also keeps track of all of your inventory, your customer data, your orders, all of that not so fun stuff. So if you are interested in Squarespace, you can go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and you can use my code for 10% off your first purchase.